Good morning. It is April the 2nd. It's Thursday morning. I want to begin today with a quick reading from the first three verses of Psalm 139. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. It's interesting that so often as humans, this interactive part of our lives, whether we're introverted or extroverted, there is a certain point to which, as humans, we crave that interaction with one another, to know and be known, no matter how little or much it may be, depending on our nature. There is still that desire to know that people care enough to know us and for us to know others. And I think even in the middle of groups, you can feel like nobody sees you. It doesn't. We don't feel that much as much right now because we're all stuck at home. But I think whenever we feel like nobody knows us very well or that we're not very connected, it's very good to know. It's nice to know that God does know us. He's intimately familiar with us. He created us. Not only do we live in His creation, we are part of His creation. And God knows what people are like. He knows all the things about us. As David wrote here, He knows when we sit and when we rise. He knows when we go out and when we lie down. He's familiar with all our ways. And despite all that, He still sent His Son to go to the cross for us. It's interesting that the question that sometimes gets asked is how or why would God do that if He knew that we're just going to be sinful people? And the answer is He loves us. He made us. He wants that intimate relationship with us. We should never pretend to be perfect because God knows what we're really like. David wrote these verses, and he wrote these verses knowing that he had done some really bad stuff, and yet he knew that God was still with him. He was a man after God's own heart. This is very important for us to understand. We need to understand that no matter what, God loved us enough to send His Son. That should make us want to live in such a way that we understand He is intimately familiar with us and involved in our lives. It should also make us want to share that with others. So in this time of feeling isolated, in this time of not having as much human contact, please understand that no matter what, God is still there with you. And you can go to Him in prayer and have those conversations no matter where you're at. You don't have to be in a church building in order to pray. Take solace in the fact that He is with you. Take solace in the fact that He is always there to the very end of the age. And He fulfills that promise for those of us that are Christians with the indwelling gift of the Holy Spirit. We have that opportunity and have Him with us every day. It's a great thought. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.